Hi, it's Ian. Welcome to pensionofitness.com. Today we're going to look at grip strength. Now, grip is really important, especially as we get older, because when you go, for instance, to the doctor and he gets up and shakes your hand, it's not because he's being nice and he's saying, welcome to my office. It's because he's testing to see how strong you are. Now, your grip strength is an indication of your overall health. A weak grip strength means that, you're not as well as you could be, you're weakened, and obviously you're then susceptible to many things that happen to older people, sickness and illness, etc. So a good strong grip strength is important. It's important, for instance, when you're out and about, when you have to go upstairs. You want to be able to hold that handrail and hold it good and tight, so that if your feet slip on dirt or water or something on the stairs, you don't go tumbling down and get a serious injury. So it's really important. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to have a look at how we can work on strengthening our grip, because it indicates our entire body strength. And so a good strong grip means that when someone shakes your hand or when you've got something to do, a good strong grip is going to protect you and it's sending out the right signals. Okay, so something you'll see a lot, perhaps, people go for these things. And they work, they're very good, right? But they cost money. And you may not be in a position to go to wherever they're selling them. You may not be in a position to buy them. I'm not really worried about these today, but as an alternative to that, which you can do very easily, is a ball. Now, if you get yourself a tennis ball in your hand, you can squeeze it. And you can squeeze away, and you're doing the same job as that spring-loaded hand grip did, but it costs next to nothing. In fact, if you're clever, you can pinch one of these off your grandchildren. But anyway, that's another story. Look, you can squeeze away. Now, this one is a solid sponge ball. It's a little bit harder to squeeze, but I like that. That's why I've got that one. Now, some ladies have smaller hands, and some men have smaller hands, and this may be a bit on the big side for you to squeeze. So in that event, you can use one of these, which is a squash ball. Does exactly the same job. You've got this in your hand and you squeeze. And all you do is 1, hold and let go, 2, hold and let go, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you could do 2 at the same time if you wanted to. But if you do 1 and you put one hand on here while you're doing this, you're making the mind-muscle connection, because you can feel that muscle moving as you squeeze. So that's good. Now these, depending on which you're using, you can be sitting on the bus, going into town, going visiting or whatever. You could be in the kitchen waiting for your kettle to boil because you're making yourself a drink, or waiting for food to cook, and you can be doing this, standing there, waiting. So do 10 of these as one set, and then do up to a maximum of 3 sets, or whatever you can manage. So, that's a tennis ball squeeze. Now, once you've done that, we're going to move on to the second exercise, which is a wall finger push. Now, this isn't good. I've got to put my back to you, and I don't like that, but I don't have a lot of choice at the moment. So, what happens here is you're going to take your hands, you're going to spread them out wide like this, and you're going to place them, I'll put them up high so as you can see. They're going to be on the wall like this. So you're going to stand arm's length away from the wall, you're going to place them on like that, without the palms being flat on the wall, and you're going to simply lean forward, push yourself away. Lean forward, push yourself away. And you're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, progressing on from that, once you start doing that, if you progress on a little and you start to feel that you're stronger, and you should start this gently, because it's you can feel it on your fingers quite a bit. And if you've never done it before, then obviously just go gently at it and gradually build up to pushing harder and harder. Once you progress, you can go down and you can do it this way. Now let me get down here, and you can go like a knee push-up, but on your fingers. Now don't have your palms flat, have them here, and do this very gently to start off with. And you can go down. Now don't go right down, go down so far till you feel the pressure on your fingers, and then come back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You do 10. Once you've done 10, that's one set. One set, and try to do up to a maximum of 3 sets, or whatever you can manage. Okay, so that's the second exercise done. Now the third exercise, you need to do a little bit of management of stuff, and it's a wind-up. And it's simply a bar, a piece of cord, and a weight. Now you can use whatever you want for a weight. This is a bottle full of sand. It weighs about 1 kilogram, which is enough at the moment. And this is what you do. And I'll hold this to the side a little so you can see better. You simply push it out, arm's length, and then you wind it up. Once you get it to the top, start to lower it. Now it's important you don't do this. Let it slip and run, right? It's got to be wound down like this. Until you get fully down. Now, and then obviously you're going to go back up. Now I'm not going to do 10 of these because it will take too long for me on the video. But if you are on your own, if you can't make one of these in your house, which is very simple really, but if you can't do that, then the simple answer is this. This is an alternative. You can roll a towel up like this, and you can hold this towel out in front of you, squeeze it tight, and then you can do the same move. You can move this one back and this one forward and move them. It's doing the same thing, but the unfortunate thing about this is you're not lifting a weight, which obviously gets you a much better result. However, this is better than nothing, so you can do this. Now if I hold it down like this, maybe you can see it better. And you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do 10 as one set, and then carry on and do up to a maximum of 3 sets. Now, your last exercise, you need a weight, and something on these lines is great. If you've got one, if you haven't, you can make yourself a weight with a bottle, but it has to be a small bottle like this because you need to be able to get your hand around it. Alright, I'm going to do it with this weight. Now, just give me a second to get rid of these. And what I'm going to do is this. So, the idea here, this is wrist curls. You can place your arm, your forearm, onto your knee. And then allow the weight to take your fingers right down. Take this hand on here so that you feel the muscle when it's moving and you get the mind-muscle connection. And then you roll it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You will feel that muscle moving when your hand's on it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, once you've done 3 sets of this, you will feel it a little bit in your arm, you'll feel it in here, and it's a great way to build up that strength. But as I said to you, if you haven't got this, or you don't want to buy one of these, or you can't buy one of these, then you can do it with this. Obviously it's a little bit lighter, and you can't really use a much bigger bottle, simply because, then the bigger they become, the more you can't get your hand around it properly. So it needs to be like this, so you can do the same thing. And you can still raise it up so that you're bringing this muscle into action and helping to strengthen it. But it's not very heavy, this, but to start off with, until you can get something on these lines, it's great. Right? And the other thing you can do with this, if it's not too heavy, is you can go the other way and you can raise this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's hand grip. Remember, going up those stairs, you need that good hand grip there. You don't, especially if you live in flats and things, you've no idea who's been there before you. Children spill things on the stairs, water gets spilled, dirt gets dragged in. If your feet slip, you need that grip to stop you tumbling down the stairs and becoming a casualty. So it's really important. And of course, if you have a fall, and this is quite serious, and anyone can have a fall, but if you have a fall and you're our age, one of the things that will happen is the doctor will start to think about you as, can this person live independently, yes or no? Right? And one of the things that he will use as a deciding factor is your hand grip, because it tells him what your overall strength is. So you may have had a simple tumble and you may not be seriously affected, but because of your age, they will look at you, he's had a fall. And that's when they start looking, is this person okay on their own all the time? So make sure you've got a good, strong grip, so that any time you're being assessed or you're being looked at or you're meeting the doctor or whatever, he knows you're good and strong. It's really, really important for you, and it's a great indicator of your overall health. If your hand grip is weak, then your system's weak, your body's weak, your immune system's weak. That's no good. Work on it. It's really important. Okay, so these exercises, try to do a maximum of 3 sets. Do them Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 2 weeks. And I wish you good luck with that. Get yourself good and strong. Thank you very much. I'll see you back at pensionerfitness.com.